Hey guys, how are you? Coach D here. And yes, I'm gonna be giving you guys an update today of my shoulder injury. And I'm gonna show you that even though you're injured, you can still train and work around it. So I'm suffering from a separated 7mm separation in my AC joint. So just think of your clavicle, this bone right here, and this is the AC joint. Okay, so there's a bit of a separation and my clavicle is a little higher, okay? So that is called a shoulder impingement. When you have pain from an impingement, it means if you put your arm over your shoulder, try to lift your elbow to your face, you will feel pain, okay? So this arm here, I can go to right about here. So what I'm gonna be doing today first is still training the lower body, still training core, and I'm gonna be doing some retraction exercises for my arm and my shoulder to work on the posterior chain to build that up. I'm gonna be going through 4 sets of this and I'll show you a complete set of the first one. So one, even though I got one arm that's not that strong, I'm gonna go sideways. I'm just gonna perform center lunges. Now, the other hand, if you'll notice, is twisted, externally rotated, so I can still flex the back of my shoulder muscles, keeping my posture strong. You'll notice that by going with one dumbbell, I have to manage my body tilting to one side, which makes it harder. So although I'm injured, I'm still choosing a movement that's gonna work my lower body and challenge my core. 5 more, okay? Here we go. 4. 3. If anything, I'm losing grip more than anything. 2. And 1. Next, right into a line, leg raise. One hand to support my body from moving and coming right up. So the bottom hand is pressing into the floor right now. That way, I ain't gonna injure it. I can still work on an isometric retraction, which means I'm pushing into the floor. There's no movement, and therefore, I'm not making the muscle shorter or longer. Still working my core in between. 1 more. Okay, now from here, folding. So this movement is fine. This movement, so the pain starts to begin. So if you want to come around here, you want to grab onto the bend. And this goes for anyone who has shoulder pain. I'm going to retract. Once I'm retracted, I'm going to extend my arm back. Small movement, 1, 2, release. Retract, and hold. Okay, now why am I showing you this? Why am I showing you my full workout? Because I want to remind you guys that even though you're injured, even though you may have the knee issue, hip issue, arm, elbow, forearm, you still can find ways to keep active, to keep training in between, so your mindset doesn't go, so you don't lose that drive, that momentum. You also are not going to lose power. Your immune system's not going to get weak. And as you can see, still doing a safe movement, retracting. The whole shoulder blade is flexed the whole time. So this is going to work on reminding the muscles in the back to be as tight as possible for all movements. 4 sets, I'll catch you for the next one. Okay guys, so next we're gonna come down to the leg press. Obviously I can't squat, I don't wanna put nothing on my shoulders, no weight. I don't wanna hold nothing in the front of me as well. So the next best bet is a one-legged leg press. Put your legs up, close your eyes. This is your natural stance right there. A lot of people will set it up trying to go too narrow when you're going with one leg, or they'll put one leg in the middle. As you can see, look at my knee, it's on an angle, so you don't want that. So close your eyes wherever you're comfortable with, boom, pressing it up. So from this position, as you lower the weight, you can use your hands to squat you or squat yourself if you need it. I slightly turn my chest to face my knee, but you want to come as low as possible and you want to drive and hold. 4, 5. You notice that I'm holding in the lower phase versus the up phase. You want to get all that weight sitting in the leg. The lower you go, the more glute and hamstring you're going to hit. Next leg. The opposite of doing this, which was the way you cheat, is you come up and you wait. 1, 2. That's how a lot of people do the movement. You want to do the opposite. Down low, press, come back in. Press, come back in. If you want to work on pulling your arms back, to keep your back nice and arched, you can do that. Inhale coming down, exhale coming up. One more. Okay, next, and go back to the cable. This time, keeping my elbow tight, keeping it very easy on the shoulder. Instead of coming out here where it's much harder, I'm going to come narrow, and I'm going to try to keep my elbow tight, externally rotate, and press out. 1, 2, 3, slowly come in, and back to neutral. If I let my arm go, you'll notice there's no tension, so I'm going to try to hold that tension at constant time. Instead of keep my elbow wide, narrow, externally rotate, hold, extend my arm up, hold, 1, 2, as I come in, elbow goes narrow again. I'm still keeping that tension, okay? 5 reps. If I want to make this harder, change my foot position. Now I got to balance. That activates more core. Because I want to keep tension in the shoulder, I'm going to stay right here. Okay. Hold, one more. Other side. So for this side, because it's my better shoulder, a little bit wider. Knees are bent. Holding. You never want to rehab only one side of your body. When you're injured, do both. It doesn't matter if this shoulder is stronger and there's no pain, because remember, if you rehab only the pain or the area that's got pain in it, you're not going to build equal stability. And then from here, what I can do is go into a core movement, which is simple. I'll go on my back, and I'll go with some leg shreds. Chest is off the floor, activating my upper abs. Now this is good because if someone's got weak low back and they do this, they'll automatically feel pain in the spine. By keeping one leg up, it's going to support that low back. And I'm going to work on 15, 20 reps. I'm going to repeat this whole cycle 4 times. Two more to go. All right, we'll catch you in the next set. Okay, so last exercise, we're going to go to a Romanian deadlift again without one arm, using the opposite arm, and then we'll do some cable retractions with a bend, and then go into a core movement. So bending at the knees, basically like a regular deadlift coming up. The only difference here is you're going to put the bar right in front of you, or the weight right in front of you, pushing the pelvis back, hold, drive and contract. This arm can be externally rotated, whether it's injured or not. That way you're flexing this part of your body as well. Keep your head up. And again, same theory applies. As you go down, pause, contract, and release and pause. A lot of people do it the other way, where they come here and they wait, then they go down really quickly. You're not going to get the same movement, same contraction. 2 more. Next, I'm going to go to a cable. Okay. Now, instead of going at a high level, a little lower. Now, to engage some of the lat and to work on rehab, I'm going to press down, hold. Arm is locked, coming up, right to about this position, come down. And again, I'm going to be hitting a bit of the serratus anterior, the lats, rhomboids of your delts. Now if you want to turn your wrist the other way, this is more stimulating the external location. Hold, bending at the knees. 1, 2. Right? And again, why am I making this video for? Because I want to remind you guys that even though you're injured, it doesn't mean you can't train. It doesn't mean you can't still stay active. Too many people hurt their knees, elbow, wrist, low back, and they say, I can't work out. Well, that's going to lead to 1, 2, 3 weeks of inactivity, slowing your metabolic rate, driving yourself nuts, losing your motivation. And then what happens? You start eating like crap, you start getting into a negative cycle, and then it's been 2 months that you haven't worked out. This is what I'm doing today, 4 sets of everything while I'm injured to rehab my shoulder and still train. Hope you enjoyed this video, hope you got some motivation, and remember, attitude is everything. Peace.